Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Sports Talk with Mo. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, okay? Today I'm so happy because I have with me my buddy Rob.
Hey guys.
We're going to be talking about LeBron James versus Michael Jordan, who is the GOAT. And of course, me and Rob are always going back and forth on Facebook about LeBron James. So let's get right to it.
Let's do it.
Who's the GOAT? Is it Michael Jordan or is it LeBron?
Well, I mean, it's really, there's not a real straight answer because you have two different players in two different eras, right? So you have LeBron, he's in a modern day era. This is the 3-point shooting, spread the floor type of era.
Right.
Then you have Michael Jordan who plays in more physical, more, kind of like aggressive, defensive era, back in the 80s and the 90s. But the way I look at it, it's not even from that scope that I, kind of derive to my answer. Really the way I look at it is by credentials and by eye test, right?
Okay, so explain that to me.
Okay, so if you look at the GOAT conversation, who is the GOAT? By just sheer numbers, credentials, whether it's championships, MVPs, defensive players of the year, finals MVPs, when you put in to consideration all those credentials, those trophies, those stats,
right,
and you kind of accumulate it and then you calculate it and then have you come with an answer, Michael Jordan's gonna win that debate because he just has more accolades.
He's the GOAT.
And from that perspective, from the data perspective, you look at the numbers and the accolades, he's the GOAT. You can't really debate that.
Right.
And then also you have the fact that Mike is 6-0 in the NBA Finals. He's 6 for 6. So I mean that's a stat that really may never even be
impossible.
Broken.
Impossible.
You know what I'm saying? Let alone
so
even close to be flirted with. LeBron, although when you look at when you see it from a credentials perspective, if you take LeBron and just look at his sheer physical makeup, 6'9", 260, he can jump, he can dribble, he can shoot now, especially over the last 2-3 years, he can shoot, he can pass like magic. Here's a guy who can start a break, he can finish a break, he can defend multiple positions. When you take a guy, just looking at him and the abilities that he has on a basketball court on an elite level, and then you combine that with the accolades and numbers that he has, LeBron's the GOAT. 6'9", 260. If I had to have one player play one game to save my life, it's LeBron.
You're going with LeBron?
I'm going with LeBron, man.
Are you guys hearing this?
Who stops LeBron? Who has successfully stopped LeBron? The man in the playoffs is scoring 40 points whenever he wants to. There's no answer. And the thing about it, LeBron, scoring is not even his best attribute.
I give you that, but come on now. So are you saying if you bet your life on the last second shot, you're gonna put?
Whoa! See, why did you just change the narrative though? That's not what I said. I said if there was one game, 48 minutes, I needed to play for my life. I'm picking LeBron James without question. And if I die, I know I died making the right choice.
I'm going with MJ.
That's fine.
I'm going with MJ.
6'6", 220. Go ahead. You can go against 6'9", 260 any day.
I agree with you. He is big, but to me, I feel like with LeBron, the thing about him, why I can't put him on top is because, Michael Jordan has that attack mentality. With LeBron, when it's the 2 minutes, game is on the line, that's when I expect him to attack, that's when he passes.
Okay,
Why does he do that?
Okay, so now you're talking about two different things. You're saying attack mentality as if you can only attack with 2 minutes left in the game. How about the other 46 minutes? Is LeBron not attacking for 46 minutes in the game?
He is attacking.
Okay, so you can't go with the attack mentality if he's attacking for 46 minutes in the game. Is he attacking or is he not attacking? Which one is it?
Okay. Rob kind of now the thing is that what I'm saying is LeBron doesn't have that aggressive attack mentality, last second let me take it. No, Michael Jordan has that.
So you're saying he doesn't have a killer instinct?
He doesn't have it, right?
Okay.
I don't think he does.
Based off of what? Because if we go statistically, LeBron James has made more last second shots and also more under 1 minute shots.
Shots.
There are lucky shots. now she's just trying to discredit LeBron. If you look at the data, though, LeBron actually he shoots a better percentage within those times. So anything under a minute left, he shoots a better percentage, and he's made more field goals. So this notion that LeBron is a clutch or he doesn't have a killer instinct,
I don't think he has a clutch gene.
Here's what I'll say about that. Even though the numbers do speak to LeBron being more clutch than what people give him credit for, which is true, he is more clutch than what people give him credit for. At the end of the day, I will say this about LeBron. LeBron is someone that in his DNA, he is not a true, legitimate, like, no matter if there's 2 or 3 people on me, I'm going to shoot and score. That's Jordan. That's Kobe.
Right.
But people don't even understand. Magic wasn't even. Magic was built like LeBron. Magic wasn't okay, 2, 3 people on me, I'm going to just go ahead and force up a bad shot and make it. Magic was more calculated. He was more so, I'm going to make the right play. But nobody comes at Magic for being that type of player. Everybody comes at LeBron.
Well, I mean, because it's LeBron.
Because he's great. And
he is great, but he's not the greatest.
I think what people do with LeBron, they place the status quo so high in every category where it makes it almost impossible for LeBron to now actually achieve that type of status. So they'll be like, LeBron during Toronto hit a game winner off the glass. I know you saw it. He hit that game winner. And for the first time in my life, I heard people say, oh, well, that's not a clutch shot because the game was tied. But when Kyrie hit that shot in 2016 to win the NBA Finals, people don't understand the game was tied. And there was still over a minute left when he hit that shot. So it's like, it was over a minute left, the game was tied, but everybody considers that the clutch shot. But when LeBron hits that shot against Toronto when the game is tied, now we want to redefine what clutch is. People place these barriers where LeBron can't pass because I think they really see that Mike's GOAT status is being.
Well, Rob, you do agree that he put himself in that because if you go to Miami and you're saying you're gonna win 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that's what people are gonna do. They're gonna put you with the status of MJ.
I'm glad you brought that up. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. One, not one, not 2, not 3, not 4. Now, first of all. Did you go to high school here? You ever been to high school where you rooted for a sports team, college, you went to a sports team? You went to Northern.
I went to Northern.
Yeah, you went to Northern. So the Huskies. So you watched that, a good football program?
Yeah.
You ever been to a pep rally?
Yeah.
Don't they like hype up the school, be like, oh, we're gonna win the division this year, and we're gonna win the championship? Do they not do that?
Yeah.
Do people criticize the coach or the player or the quarterback for doing that? It's a pep rally. They just joined together. If that whole concept, like not concept, but that whole event was for the Miami Heat fans to see. It only got covered like it did because LeBron is the greatest athlete, or one of the greatest athletes of all time, and he's overly scrutinized with. LeBron can drink milk that's expired, and people will say, oh, he is just a terrible representative or example for the youth because he's drinking bad milk. Like everything in the media. Everything that LeBron does is scrutinized and criticized.
I will give you that. Everything that he does do is...
It's a pep rally. He wanted to hype up his fans, his new fan base in Miami, hype up his team. So he said not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. It's the same thing you'll hear in high school, college, and even... I'm sure the Milwaukee Bucks are throwing pep rallies, but nobody's covering them because nobody care about them.
Right. Okay, so... What do you guys think? Let us know. Who do you think is the GOAT? Do you think it's MJ? Do you think it's LeBron? Make sure you drop your comments below.
And be honest. Be honest.
MJ. And so let's move forward. So right now, your GOAT, LeBron, is down 3-2 in the series against the Celtics. Who do you think is going to win? Obviously, it's going to
This has never been a situation.
But I think it's Boston. Okay. Because Cavs haven't been able to win in Boston yet. And if they win Game 6, the Cavs, and they go back to Boston, I don't see them winning.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, if you look at the series, the Cavs haven't won in Boston, so that makes sense. But if you really think about it, LeBron performs best when his back is against the wall. LeBron typically does things that he really hasn't done once he needs to. And LeBron hasn't had to win a game in Boston until Sunday. Sunday will be the game in which he has to win.
Can't wait.
I will take those odds. If you look at Game 5, the game yesterday when LeBron played, he looked out of it. He looked disengaged.
Yeah, he looked tired. What my thing is, so you're saying if they win Game 6, they're definitely gonna win Game 7. Even without the role players, if they don't step up, if J.R. Smith doesn't step up, George Hill, because last game they only had 2 points.
Well, I'm not gonna.
You can't put everything on LeBron. I don't know.
No, and I'm not. I'm not gonna say anything definitively, because people know that I'm a LeBron fan. But at the end of the day, like LeBron can only control so much. I think the Cavs will win. I'm pretty confident the Cavs will win Game 6. I expect LeBron to give it his all in Game 7, and I think that will propel the Cavs. I really do. I've seen this situation. I've seen this story. One thing about LeBron that both his fans and his haters can agree on is that he has a flair for the dramatic. He is a dramatic dude. And this situation is dramatic where he's like, all right, you know what? We're going to go to the last game. I'm going to have to be great, drop 50, triple-double, and get this win to go to the final.
I don't know if we're going to see that.
Okay.
Celtics in 7.
Okay.
So if you guys think it's going to be Celtics, let me know. Drop your comments. If it's Cavs,
so you're saying you really put your money on this? If somebody gave you $250 right now and said you can only win it if you get this pick right, you would pick the Celtics over.
I'm going with the Celtics because they haven't lost at home. They're like, what, 10 or I don't know. They haven't lost at home yet in the playoffs. So
do you think the Celtics are going to win tomorrow?
Okay. No.
So
I think they're going to win it. I think LeBron is going to play great, and the role players will step up because they're at home. And they'll go back to Boston and lose. I think it's Boston.
And I think, to be honest with you, I think LeBron's going to have a good game. I don't think he's going to have a great game tomorrow. I think the role players will show up.
They will show up.
And I think LeBron will probably have 30-something points, and he'll do his thing. I think Game 7 is going to be the historic performance. That's going to be one of his best performances of all time.
I can't wait. All right, so Rob, last question. Do you think LeBron should stay in Cleveland or leave?
Absolutely not. LeBron needs to get the hell out of Cleveland. And the reason why LeBron needs to get out of Cleveland is the same reason why anybody would get out of any company in which they're working for, where employees aren't holding their weight, and subsequently you now have to basically do the work for them. Nobody wants to carry a company by themselves. Doesn't matter how much money you're getting paid. It gets exhausting after a while. LeBron's going to do the same thing.
Right.
So
do you think he's going to sign with Lakers? Because there's been a lot of rumors that either Lakers, Houston Rockets, or Sixers. Where do you think he fits best?
Where do I think he fits best? Well, I'm going to tell you, I've been saying this. Nope. I've been saying this to several people. Well, there's those of you asked two totally different questions. Where do I think he go versus where do I think he fits best? Where I think he fits best is in New Orleans with Anthony Davis and Drew Holiday. Wow. Nobody ever talks about that because it's New Orleans. It's not quite the destination that LeBron would want to go to. That would be a great place for him to go to. But as far as where I think he'll go, to be honest with you, I think he goes to LA. I think it just makes more sense for him to go to LA because he has a couple houses there. He likes LA. I think he's at a stage where he's trying to be a mogul, and LA is that type of city that can help you do that. He has a good relationship with Magic Johnson. But more importantly, I think the key for him going to LA is Paul George. Paul George needs to go there. It looks like he's going to go there, and I think he'll team up with him. Yeah.
All right, so that's all we have for today. Thank you so much, Rob.
Yeah, no problem.
For dropping in and dropping your gem. I think he overtook everything because he's just a LeBron stan.
Hey,
so let everybody know who you are.
Yeah, so my name is Rob Emefule. That's my name on Facebook. I do have a podcast called Coming Unfiltered. I also have a sports podcast called Coming Unfiltered Sports. You can check out either of them. You should check out both of them. And our tagline is just giving you the skinny straight. That's what we do. So, again, thanks, Mo, for letting me come on.
No problem. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, comment, subscribe. All right, thank you.